And is there for you one favorite part of Nirvana? Because well, for the new album you picked. I wrote it down. Andy Wallace, because he mixed.
Yeah, he mixed Nevermind.
Is that your favorite album?
No, it's not. It's
or is it the first one? The what's it called? The Bleach?
No, In Utero is my favorite. Yeah, that's to me, for a band to have been so successful and to go and make such an abrasive record. It's so dark and dirty record, and it doesn't sound huge. It doesn't sound clean. It doesn't sound precise. It just sounds like three guys making an unholy racket of noise, and for a band in their position who'd sold like 10 million copies of Nevermind to come out with something that's so aggressive, you know, that to me was such a brave move, and that inspired me very much musically in terms of if I ever got into a band or became in a band, then we wouldn't want to make the same record again. You know, you don't want to, just because you do something once and it feels pretty good, doesn't mean you should keep doing it. You know, it's like, to me that's a reason to go and try something else. And in our band certainly we would rather try something, you know, we would rather try and make a pop album and fuck it up, or try and make a metal album and really mess it up, but at least we try, you know. We don't want to sit in a groove, you know, and just go in our path, you know, and just saying, all right, well, here's a new album, here's another Biffy album, you know, and there's slight variations. That's, to me, the jump from Bleach to Nevermind to In Utero, to me, is almost the greatest progression any band could ever make.
Maybe the Beatles?
Well, the Beatles, yeah, of course. I mean, when the Beatles did it, it was really, you know, at that point.
Every year a new album, every year.
And it's such a huge progression each time.
In 3-4 years, yeah.
And because when they started, they were doing covers of other people's songs. You know, that was the way things were done back then. You know, when the Beatles started, it was like there would be songwriters, and there would be people that did it.
Performers like Elvis, like Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, exactly. And then when the Beatles came along, they realised, well, wait a minute, we can play guitar. You know, we can write our own things, and the fact that in 7 years or however many albums they released,
62 until 69, I think they have. Well, I have to count them, but yeah, 9 or 10 albums.
Yeah, and the progression through those records to me is phenomenal. You know, bands couldn't do that these days. Because record companies are saying, we need you to sell this amount of records. If a band like the Beatles were around now, they would not be allowed to do that, you know, and they would be dropped. You know, they'd be, you know, imagine dropping a band like the Beatles, but that would happen, you know, now. You know, if they made a straight up pop album, you know, or songs like Love Me Do and stuff, and then moving on to like some like Revolver or Rubber Soul or something, people would be like, you can't do that, you know, that, you know.
Yeah, but I think it's also a different time.
Yeah, well, it is.
Because now, I think when they started writing songs, pop songs, I think their chord progressions, I think they were really new. Yeah. Now it's been done over and over, so now it's really hard, I think, to actually do something new.
Yeah, it is. You're definitely right. Yeah, because there's only so many notes you can play, and there's only so many rhythms you can do. And when they were starting to write songs and guitars and everything, it was you know, it was a reasonably new instrument, and certainly electric guitars were, you know, at that point. And so you're right. I mean, it's a bad example in terms to reflect on.
It's really hard to compare, but I know what you mean.